Testing new makeup from Tarte. Specifically, I'm trying and comparing these two hydrating, cruelty-free foundations. Hello everyone, this is Anne, Fabulous Life 101. Thanks for tuning in today, and hey, if you're not already a subscriber, could you please hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications right now? On my channel, we cover everything from makeup to meditation to fashion to anything that makes you feel more fabulous at any age. Good morning, beautiful people. Today, I'm going to be doing my whole face using Tarte products. And specifically, I'm going to be testing two different foundations that I just bought in the sample sizes. One, the Found Sealer, which I have tried before and liked. And the second is this Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. This Found Sealer does have a sunscreen. This one does not, but has a lot of moisturizing ingredients. So which do I like best? Well, let's get started. First, I'm using this product by Tarte that I have used before. This is the Shape Tape Pore and Prime Balm. And it's sort of a primer. It comes with a little sponge and basically it's almost like a oil. It's not really the putty like say the e.l.f. is. It's more just like a oil that's sort of compacted into this little space here. But it's a nice little kit. It even has a mirror. I'll let this sit for a minute. And what I'm going to do one side of my face in Found Sealer and the other side of my face in Maracuja. Now, Tarte had another foundation that I kind of wanted to try, the Amazon Clay. If it had a sample size, I would have bought it, but I tested it and it just seemed a little bit dry. So I did not really want to buy a full-size package on it without doing a little more trying. Because my skin is kind of dry anyway, and the formula to it just, I don't know, seemed a little bit drying. The Found Sealer, I am going to be doing this side of my face with this. And so I'll start with popping it on my hand, a brush, and just go over the right side of my face. I tested both of these and the colors seem the same, so hopefully my face will not look streaked. So now I'm going to take this Maracuja and also putting it on the hand, and I'm going to get a different brush and use it on this side of the face. Okay, I did not buy any Tarte brow products, so I did off camera put on a little bit of the Anastasia brow. So far, not noticing any real difference. Both are a little luminous. Both sides, this side I think does have a little more heavier, is a thicker formula, has a little more color. This side feels very soft and creamy. I'm going to see how they hold out during the day. Now for my concealer, I'm using Shape Tape on this side with the Found Sealer. Again, the sample sizes. This is the creamy formula Shape Tape, which I do like, I think, a little better than the original, even though I love the original. And I take a sponge just to tap it in. And for the other side, I'm using something I just bought called Tarte Dark Circle Defense. This is colored clay under Eye Corrector. And this, it comes in a little pot like this. And I guess you just dab it on with your finger. Get the mirror again. I think I do like the creamier texture of the Shape Tape better, but this does seem to do a good job of color correcting. I just smudge, try to even these up a little bit. Now I did also buy the Tartelette Tease, a little eyeshadow palette that was in the mini section. And here it is, just a little palette. It's pretty much all neutrals, 2 light beiges, 2 sort of mediums, and then 2 browns. I kind of would have preferred it if they had a little more variety, maybe sort of a taupe shade or a mauve instead of the two almost identical browns. But anyway, I wanted to try the formula, and so here goes. I'm taking one of the dark browns and using it as a liner. And for a mini, I'm glad it has a mirror, so many minis do not. Let's just go in with I'll go with this beige called Wink, and just use that as sort of a base going over my entire eyelid. And then I'm going to go in with this shimmer here called Crush. That's a nice shade. It doesn't have a lot of color, but it has just a good amount of shimmer. It goes on really easily. One thing I do like about Tarte products is that everything in the brand is natural, cruelty-free, vegan. Let me just try the bottom one just to see how that differs from the top one. It looks like it's maybe a sort of a satin finish, not a real shimmer, but not exactly a matte either. Yeah, I do like the formula of these. It's not a lot of color, not for anything dramatic, but it's a good, you know, just everyday palette. You know, I put the Shape Tape on the base of my eye on this side and not on this side, and the Shape Tape really does make a big difference. The Color Corrector helps, but it's not as good as Shape Tape for everything, from under eye to eyelids, whatever. And for my lashes, I did it off camera, but I used Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I tend to prefer the travel size because mascara tends to go bad after 4 to 6 months. And since I'm always sampling new kinds, this is usually empty before it goes bad. And the lipstick I used was Maracuja Juicy Lip. This was also from the sample section of Tarte, and I really do like this. If you notice, it's actually just a little stick, but it's very, very shiny, very, very luminous. It goes on so smooth and creamy. The color I got is Rose, and I love the color. I do feel like it's got a lot of moisturizers in it, and it's actually good for your lips. While I often use the liquid lips that tend to be sometimes drying, this is a very moisturizing thing. It's great if you don't need a lot of color for the day, just want something that's actually keeping your lips soft and shiny. And on my cheeks, I use this from Tarte's Seduce Amazon Clay 12-Hour Blush. Again, this is a blush that I use quite often. I've had it for a while. It's a sample size, but it lasts a long time. Barely made a dent in it, and it's just a hint of color. The Amazon Clay formula, I am liking the products I have tried. I haven't decided yet to try the foundation. I'm worried about putting it all over my face. Is it going to be drying? So far, I'm liking everything I wore. I'm going to touch back with you today and see which I prefer, the Maracuja or the Found Sealer. Okay, it's been almost 8 hours. The lipstick has definitely faded. While this is super creamy, the color's really pretty, it doesn't have the lasting power of like a matte liquid lip. I'm reapplying because I love the moisture effect. Now I'm trying to notice any real differences in the different sides of the face. Seems like it's maybe a little more settling into lines on this side, which I wore the Maracuja. The color seems to have held up more on this side. But this side feels really soft and smooth, and I went out. It's very cold and windy out today. So I think this seems to have protected my skin from the weather more. This side feels a little drier, but this side also seems to have faded into lines a little more. So I don't know, both of these foundations are good. Neither one of them I think would be among my very favorite. The same thing with this eyeshadow. It's a nice, attractive palette. It's not going to be one of my most used because it is just very basic, very neutral, but I think the quality is good. It's a good one to travel with, particularly if you just want like a business daytime look. Things that are among my favorites, the Creamy Shapes Tape Concealer, and this lip stick as just a moisturizing lipstick, not particularly a color stick. Also, the this blush, the Amazon Clay blush, I really like a lot. And the mascara. This is one of my very favorite mascaras. So overall, I definitely like Tarte as a brand. I like the fact that they're cruelty-free. My cat is making a lot of noise around me. But these foundations, while they're not among my favorite, I do think they're both very good. I like these travel size. They may be some that I would consider traveling with. Either one of them. I'm going to probably use them occasionally. Again, they're probably not going to be in rotation as much as the Catrice True Skin or the Lancome Tinted Idole. But I do, again, I like them both. So anyway, that's my video for today, using all Tarte products. If you enjoyed it, could you please give us a thumbs up? Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day. Peace, love, and light.